Yo, what is up, Yugi fam? I'm here with my boy Kareem.
What's good? What's good?
What did you do today, bro?
I won this nice OTS Return to Dueling playmat, the Judgment Dragon one, and my locals playing the new Bird Up deck.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a pretty good deck. My first time piloting it, so it took a little bit of a learning curve,
But you got it done, man. Undefeated today. What were your matchups?
Round 1 I played Virtual World. Round 2 I played against the TRI-BRIGADE matchup. Round 3 I played the Phantom Knight matchup, and then round 4 I played against a Lich Trap Stun deck.
Pretty impressive, man. All meta. Any hard matchups today, or did everything go smoothly?
The trap matchup is definitely hard. Getting interrupted multiple times hurts a lot. Thankfully, the deck is able to play through multiple interruptions and hand traps and things like that. So
That's awesome, man. Awesome. Great job today. Let's get right into it.
yeah, so
Beautiful playmat.
to start with the LYRILUSC lineup, we have a 3 Warbler, the Cyber Dragon starter of the deck, 2 Cobalt. This one's insane. It won me the Virtual World matchup. The built-in protection protects you against Chuchi, and it's like it's so good.
That's awesome. It's always nice having that protection.
Yeah, the fact
Yeah.
that it stays there, even if it's attached.
Play the 1 Sapphire, 2 Barrel. This one,
That's one of the new cards, right?
yeah, one of the new ones. It's the rare from the new Synchro Storm set. It summons itself and 1 target from the graveyard. But unfortunately, it does lock you into XYZ, so you can't use your TRI-BRIGADE plays after. But it's still really good. And then 2 of the Wagtail, which searches you Bird Call.
It searches any LYRILUSC spell or trap?
Yeah, so it's just pretty much bird call for my targets. I play also the 1 Avian and the 1 bird statue.
So how were
the
these
wind
today?
statue. A lot of lists that I was looking at weren't playing this for some reason. This is just an auto win against a lot of the decks.
So many matchups.
A lot of the decks today. Against the trap deck and Virtual World, I do opt for the Avian instead.
Yeah, you have options.
So it's pretty solid. I do play 42 cards, so it gives me a little bit of flexibility.
That's awesome.
For the TRI-BRIGADE lineup, 3 Fractal, it's one of your standard starters. It gets you 2 Simorg and Barrier Statue. Even if it's like your only play, like sometimes that still gets you there. It's enough. 3 Nerval has insane synergy with this deck.
Searchable.
Yeah, it's searchable, like with the XYZ, with like it's so good.
It's too good.
One of the MVPs, yeah. Only the 1 kit. It's
Is it because of space? Because you're running the LYRILUSC stuff?
yeah, so it's a tight deck. I feel like the cards that I showed you previously are pretty much like all standard, all need to be played. This was pretty much only to like I would search this off of Nerval and summon the Harpy link off of it.
Oh, okay.
Link this off into the bird, the Samorg link, and then send Rendezvous with it to protect my Barrier Statue or my Apex Avian or something like that.
So it's only here to send the protection for the Barrier Statue.
Yeah, so it's pretty much just too foolish to Rendezvous.
Okay.
And then the 1 Karos extender.
Yeah.
It works. It's good. For the hand trap lineup, I play 3 Ash, 3 Nib, 1 Veiler. This is pretty much a cross-out target. And then 1 Crow. It's searchable, so why not?
Why not, right?
Yeah, it helps a lot against certain matchups. It won me the Lich matchup as well.
Wow, virtual, because I saw you when you were versing Virtual World, that also won you the matchup.
Oh yes, this was able to banish his King Long that he foolish.
And that was his only play.
Yeah, it was his only play. I hard drew it that game.
That's so fun.
It's great.
So what? The 1 of Crow won you 2 matchups today.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
3 Bird Call. This card is insane.
So this is a new card right here.
Yeah. So it allows you to search a LYRILUSC from your deck, and then you can special summon. It's optional to special summon. You can special summon 1 with a different name than the one you searched.
Amazing.
And this actually helps you trigger some of the cards that say that only get their effects if they're special summoned from hand.
Amazing. That's awesome.
Such as Warbler, I believe.
Such a Rotas get crazier and crazier every year.
Yeah. The one tanky,
It's that one.
it's good. I saw it a lot today.
Hey.
It's an extra copy of Fractal.
Yep.
Fractal is barrier statue, so it's great.
Yep.
2 cross out. I don't have the third. I don't know if I would play the third.
How was this? Was it high impact for you? Did it like save you or?
This helped a couple times. I cross-outed an Ash Blossom today. I cross-outed a Nib today. So
That's amazing.
it's great. It's I think 2 is a good number because I do also play the 1 Call by the Grave.
Okay.
Which is also great. Other extenders and starters, Foolish and 1 for 1. These cards are insane. They're
Just great starters
great
and
starters
extenders.
overall. Good synergy with the deck. The 1 Rendezvous, it's only meant to get sent off. This one's foreign, but it's only meant to get sent off of kit. It helps you protect your barrier statue. It doesn't activate, so even if something gets Solemn Striked or anything, you can banish this from your graveyard.
Oh, that's
protect.
awesome. Yep. Yep. Just it protects basically like your win condition until you have another turn, so you could follow it up with an OTK possibly, or just outgrind, and it's really good.
Yeah. 1 order. It's order. I was thinking about siding it, but then I just convinced myself that it's order.
Yep.
Like I have nothing else to say about that card. 1 Imperm. It's also another crossout target. Strictly in there for that. And then the 2 last-minute additions were Harpy's Featherstorm. This is what made the deck 42 cards.
This card's insane. This card is so busted.
A lot of lists that I was looking at did not play this for some reason, but
this isn't. It's not searchable, right? You just if you hard draw it, you hard draw it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I do still have the 3rd copy. The 2 this won me my virtual world matchup.
It's
It won me
busted.
a lot of matchups today. Won me the TRI-BRIGADE matchup. It's absolutely insane.
It's so crazy how for the rest of the turn, I mean, it stops so many. I mean, your opponent could literally have like 4 hand traps, and that card alone will stop all 4 hand traps.
Yeah,
assuming they're all monster hand traps, but still, it's so insane. It's so crazy. And there's very few cards I feel like in the game that can stop this, especially when you're going like turn 0, like that. Except Red Reboot, like Red Reboot, something that's relevant, but otherwise, there's very few cards that stop this card. And if it resolves, your combo fully resolves. And you just win from there.
I didn't get to use it on my turn today with the Harpy Link, which does come up a lot. But most of the time, I just set it, stun my opponent for a turn.
So it's as long as you have a Wing Beast.
A Wing Beast, yeah.
Okay.
If you have a Harpy monster, you can activate it from your hand. So that does come up where you can summon the Harpy Link and then activate this so you can ensure your plays go off.
Yep.
But this is just, today I bricked one of my games where I had to normal summon a Wing Beast. I think it was Nerval, and then I just set this and then stun my opponent for a turn, and it was
That's
enough.
wild.
It was enough to buy me a
that's
turn.
wild. And then Nerval gets you the search, so you definitely have that, definite follow up.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into that extra deck.
So the extra deck is 2 Starlings. These are pretty much your starting plays. The starting line that you're trying to do is to end up summoning these 2.
That's a searcher.
Yeah, search off of it, and then you can make future, and then on future you can make. You can make F0 then future.
That's awesome. And then it kind of ensures that your plays or the rest of your plays are safe from like cards like Nibiru and even like cards like Ash Blossom, stuff like that.
Yeah, so you can't summon this as the 5th summon, but they have to answer with Nib before you continue the rest of your plays.
Yes.
And you already searched 2 cards at that point, and you can.
So you're definitely gonna play through Nibiru if you do get Nib.
Yeah. 1 Assembled Nightingale. This one can OTK. It attacks
can
directly.
OTK?
It's Zeus. Yeah. So it.
Oh, yes, because you attach all the Lyrilusc cards.
You can attach a bunch of them, 4 or 5 of them. It can attack several times. There's a ruling with this as well as this. This one says you can detach and protect all LYRILUSC monsters from destruction of battle or card effect, and this one allows you to, but you take no. but you take no damage.
Okay.
This one says your opponent will also take the damage, and even though it's like wording kind of conflicting that you take no damage and then they also take damage, this will still inflict the damage to your opponent.
Oh, that's
and then this will protect it from battle, and then you can just get in there with this.
And then you could just attack multiple times
multiple
directly.
times, yeah,
Directly. Okay, cool. And it gains how much attack for? Doesn't it gain attack?
It's 200 attack for each and can attack for each material, but there's also one of the new ones, the rare, will give it an extra 200 points of damage, which adds up when you're attacking 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Nice.
Ensemble Blue, this card is absolutely insane. It's not once per turn. You can stack 4 or 5 material under it.
One of the reasons LYRILUSC is actually very, very playable, especially as a standalone deck, is because of this card.
It's so good. You
ridiculous.
equip the ones that say it can't be targeted. You can't switch control, so this can't get TTT'd. And then your opponent tries to summon. It's not once special summon. It's not once per turn, so you can just keep bouncing everything.
On average, how many bounces would you by your end board? Is it 3 or 2?
On average, I would say 4.
4?
4.
Oh,
so you
goodness.
get the 2 to make it initially. Then you get the effect to equip with Wagtail from the grave, and then you also get the effect of the one attached to equip one.
Oh, that's wild.
So on average 4. It's insane. One of the best cards. You pretty much want to end with it under the Samorg link. It gets protected.
That's wild.
It's
that's
really
so
hard
cool.
to out at that point unless you have a kaiju. Zeus is Zeus. This card's insane.
Yep, you're playing an Xyz deck. And what's crazy is that you're playing, naturally, you're playing the LYRILUSC that attacks directly, so it's actually fairly easy to make Zeus successfully, and can you make a multiple board wipe Zeus?
Yeah, so you can make a 4 material Zeus, and it's pretty cool because one of the attachments makes the Nightingale unaffected, untargetable. So it becomes hard to out when it's attacking directly. And then unless they have Solemn Strike, Solemn Judgment, once Zeus hits the board, you're probably getting at least the board wiped through with the 4 materials. For the TRI-BRIGADE lineup, it's 1 Fergie, 1 Omen. There is no revolt in the deck, so you don't need more than 1.
Okay.
Sometimes you hard summon it. Sometimes you use it as an extender just to continue searching.
Just so you can search. Yep.
Yeah. So
it's nice.
Good.
I think
the
one of is okay, especially because you're not really relying on your TRI-BRIGADE engine as much as you rely on it when playing, say, Tri-Zoo. So it's nice that you can just play the one. If you need it, it's there for that removal. If not, you search. It's just wild to me how this card searches.
Yeah, it's such a good card. The Conductor, this one gets you into you can summon it off the TRI-BRIGADES and gets you into the Samorg link in case you don't have another lineup play. It also allows you to activate the Storm from your hands. The Samorg link, this card's insane. Summons Barrier Statue. You pass. Your opponent probably passes. And you can summon at that point.
During the end phase of their turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the end phase of their turn, you can summon Apex Avion to continue, or you can summon one of the LYRILUSC monsters that when it's special summon, you can special summon from either your hand, your graveyard, or you can special summon Wagtail. So once Wagtail special summoned off of it, then you search Bird Call, then you draw, activate Bird Call, and continue your plays.
And you could also special Nerval, right?
Yes, correct. Oath is great.
Oh, I didn't expect you to actually be playing this card, but I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, so it's just another option. That
It's a wind, right?
Yeah, it is a wind.
Okay, so it doesn't conflict with Barrier Statue.
Yeah, so it's great. It comes up from time to time, and it wins matches. Appaloosa. This card was relatively underwhelming today.
Did you like it? You probably chose the Samorg route.
Yeah, more often than not, you would go the Samorg route. I made this against Virtual Worlds because I sided out the Avion, and then the barrier statue didn't do anything, so I went with this. It didn't put in too much work. Since
Would
it did
you
get
would you
ping
cut it
off.
for something else possibly?
I don't think anything right now is worth cutting. Maybe with a little bit more testing. The second Ensemble Blue Robin might come up.
Okay.
Access Code Talker. It's there to win games. I didn't summon it today, but it's an option.
I mean, I wouldn't cut it. I would definitely
Yeah.
keep that card.
And then the Almirage. The Almirage helps you get into your plays with Nerval.
That's if you do you just play that card if you open up like a little awkward or
Yeah, so
because I know for for a Tri-Zoo that card it comes up way more, but I'm not sure
yeah.
if it would come up.
It doesn't come up as often as Tri-Zoo, but it does come up where you can, send your Nerval off and then make your plays from there, or you can send Kit, like summon Kit, send it off for this, activate Kit to either send Nerval or send your Rendezvous to Graveyard. But sometimes this also comes up where you have the Samorg link and you already have Rendezvous engraved, and you can summon this as well for an extra protection.
That's awesome. Nice. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so that's pretty much for the extra.
And, let's show off the side deck really quick. See what you played today.
Yeah, for this side deck,
And as always, I feel like it's more catered to like,
it's always
locals
catered
and
to
stuff.
locals. 3 evenly match. I feel like this card's insane. This format.
I agree.
There's a lot of big boards being put up.
Without spell and trap.
Yeah,
negate,
so
right?
it's
unless
just-
it's Dragon Link, but I think every other board, I think it's safe to say, or like Dragoon board. Sometimes this might not come up.
Yeah.
Unless you like open up multiples, but I think for like control matchups, this card's actually like busted.
Yeah, it comes up, and then once you play it once in a game or in a match rather, you can start to mind game your opponent with it. They have to start playing around it. They have to so the entire pace and the entire dictation of the game changes once you drop this at least one time in the match.
Yeah, they can't commit as
Yeah.
much as they'd want to.
3 Twister. This should be Lightning Storm. I don't own it at the moment. But Twisters still puts in work. Back row removal is important.
Yeah, I think it being a quick play is honestly, I feel like it might be a little bit more superior, and also with your deck too, you actually have that graveyard set up. So
Yeah.
you could set up you could, pitch Nerval.
Yeah, it does have synergy with the discards as well. 3 Droll. Droll's pretty good this format as well.
Yeah, I
It's
think that
also
card's
in there as a necessity for my deck because my deck does get hurt by Droll a lot. So at times I'll side in 2 copies.
For the crossout.
For the crossout target. The 3rd Feather Storm, insane. Can't say enough good things about that card.
Yep.
3 Anti-Spell Fragrance. Dark Ruler also hurts this deck a lot, so we're going to try to prevent getting Dark Rulered.
Makes sense.
Ideally, I do want one of a Droplet in the main deck for a crossout target. And then in the side deck, there should be a one of Dark Ruler for a crossout target, but this was enough for today. And then the 2 Cycle Readers for Drytrons, Rogue ABC matchups. It comes up from time to time.
Nice,
so
man.
This is catered to our locals.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats again for getting first place today.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome job with the deck. Any shout outs?
Yeah, shout outs to you, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mammals. That's, my
The boys?
The boys.
Sad. That's all good.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my girlfriend. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Awesome, man.
Thanks for tuning
Congrats
in.
again, man.
Thank you.